Me, Casually Christian, doing the end of the week update. For those who are joining us for this first time, I do updates once a week. We talk about pop culture, political stuff, trends. We always keep the conversation light, entertaining. Maybe you'll learn something new. Maybe I'll learn something new. But you know what? It's Cinco de Mayo, and a lot of people are planning to get drunk. One of my coworkers, she's planning to go out tonight with her girlfriends, and she says she doesn't because tomorrow I have I was invited to a company picnic. Over like 400 people are going to be at the picnic. I don't know. I never been, but hey, Christina, what's up? Um, Thanks for commenting. But everything's going pretty good at work. Uh, I got hired at this company. I'm finally full on. I'm no longer a temp, and I passed the drug test. Everything's good. They like me, and it's good. We're finally settled. Anxiety level lowered. But with today being the Cinco de Mayo, I'm just staying in today. I'm not planning to go out drinking, getting drunk, or any of that shenanigans. I'm actually saving my shenanigans for next week because next weekend, I'm going to go to Las Vegas because Christina is going to be there for this concert, and we're going because my buddy Lourdes, they're both going at the same concert, and we're not going to the concert. We're just staying in her extra bed that she has like over there reserved at this hotel over there, and we're gonna pimp the town gay. But yeah, for so just to give you a little factoid, today going to work, I heard this interesting factoid about Cinco de Mayo about um, my culture. I didn't know this, but it was the Spaniards who introduced the flour tortilla to South America because when the Spaniards started, conquering, colonizing, the region, the motherland, they felt like the corn tortilla was beneath them, and they wanted to keep it pure, adding flour to it. So because of the Spaniards, now we have the flour tortilla, and I didn't know that. It's an interesting factor, and I want to share that with you guys today in this Cinco de Mayo that only Americans celebrate. But yeah, okay. Let's go to what's going on right now in the world. And right now, I think maybe it was like 4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, that I discovered Chat GPT, and ever since then, it's just been exploding everywhere. Like teachers are complaining that the students are, they're doing the homework, the essays. Now, because of the writer's strike, part of the agreement that the writers are fighting for is where do they want their jobs secure. They don't want AI to take over their jobs because it's very possible. I heard this story that the studios are exploring once they own a property, like say the Hunger Games or some Stephen King book, they'll just feed it to the Chat GPT and they'll produce a script, and then they'll get that script and hire a writer to clear it up. So basically Chat GPT is after our jobs. AI is after our jobs. It's so fucking nuts. And now, right now on TikTok, I don't know if you guys have been watching this, but there's two artificial commercials that are out right now. One is for like a Bud Light commercial, and one for like a pizza commercial, all fake actors, and it's a commercial from hell. It looks very weird. It's so strange because like they almost look real, but the hands and when they're talking, it sounds like English, but it's not English. It's like a foreign language, and the letters, the words in these commercials, they're not. They look like letters that we know of, but it's spelling like a different language. But this is just like the very beginning of that. Would just imagine maybe 3 or 4 years ahead, even that, maybe even sooner, we'll get these commercials that we won't even tell if this is me. Well, the AI will probably scan me. I'll put my characteristics and generate this podcast, and then it'll look legit. And a lot of people are getting scared because of this. And I didn't realize this, but the misinformation, people could like either party from the Democratic Party or the GOP or some other foreign country, that they could manipulate a false footage of whoever the politician they're trying to take down, and we won't be able to tell the difference because it looks so real. And I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about just like mundane tasks, or like even writing or story editors that ChatGPT will replace story editors, because you'll just feed this prompt. I don't know if you guys ever use ChatGPT, but you have to feed it a prompt. You say, write me a short story with a dummy. He has a sassy attitude, and it ends with him destroying the house, and it creates like it creates the story for you. And we've been using it, John, Alex, and me. We used it this week because Alex is looking for a new job, and he's writing out a new resume, and he didn't know how to do the description. And I'm like, and I was thinking, I was like, oh, let's test this Chat GPT, and I gave it a prompt. I said that I work at write me a resume description for these. I gave it like bullet points of what Alex did at Walmart, and it wrote this very strong paragraph of Alex's job description. And we started busting up because Alex is like, "Wow, that's very to the T. That's simple. It's so well written, and it's awesome. You guys should totally check it out. You could download the app for free. There's like it's numerous like companies who are doing this, and it's very trippy. It's kind of weird that we're living this time right now. We're seeing this all explode, and it's pretty exciting and scary at the same time. AI is after our jobs, guys, but not right now, man. Let's see what else. I don't know if I shared my thoughts, my criticisms. I saw like 3 weeks ago. I saw the Super Mario Brothers movie, and it's so far it's been number one for the past 3 or 4 weeks. It's like what I predicted. It's a gangbusters because everybody knows Mario. It's almost like Mickey Mouse. It's this huge IP that everybody knows, loves, and it's recognizable everywhere. Of course, it's going to get a lot of money from around the world internationally, but it's a juggernaut right now. People are watching it, and it's a safe movie. Like it's fun, it's entertaining for those who grew up with Nintendo, like back in the '80s, and watching. There's tons of Easter eggs in that movie that you'll see it, and you look at your partner. You look at your partner, and it's like, look, it's that. Remember that from the '80s, and it's a like I said, it's a safe movie. If you want like a tearjerker, you stay to Pixar. There's no real big stakes in this movie. Everything else well, all right, time for the sequel. And there's a couple Easter eggs in the end of the Super Mario Brothers, but it's not like, oh my god. But it was a fun movie. If you want to relive the nostalgia of the old school, you know game, you watch the movie, and if not, you could just wait until like it streams eventually, whenever that happens. But yeah. Oh, since we're talking about streaming, I want to go back to the Writers Guild of America. The reason they're striking, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to this, is that because of the streaming services, they're basically like back in the day, like say 20 or 30 years ago, episodes ran for like 24 episodes, 22 episodes. And these, the writer's room was well staffed. You can make a living. People made a living. They were like like a middle America job. You could sustain a middle class family as a writer in these TV shows. But now, because the streaming services now, like those 24 episodes are like now 8 episodes, 6 episodes. It's just cut back dramatically. And I heard this one story of this writer who went to the Writers Guild, and he brought in his bank statement, and he was negative on his in his bank account, and he wrote for these two popular, critically acclaimed TV shows. And how can he be broke? And yeah, it's wild right now. And the last time the Writers Guild went on the strike was in 2007, and I don't remember the particulars of that because I was like 15, 16 years ago. But at the time, I was working at this independent production company, and I had to go through the crowd because they were picketing outside the studio, and that was the last time they had a writer's strike. And right now they're fighting for that, for better wages. They're fighting so AI won't take over their jobs. They're fighting for well, they're fighting for their to survive. And we'll see how long it takes because I feel like the studio they're just gonna milk it. And right now, who's really suffering right now are, well, not only the talent, but think about like the crafts, the craft services, like catering, the people behind the camera. They stop working. Anybody who works in the union in Hollywood, they're not working at all, and they're probably at the unemployment office right now. So it's a waiting game. They don't know when it's going to end, but they say it's going to be a while. And things are already starting to take effect right now, especially with live television, like the talk shows. MTV was supposed to have this award show this weekend, but Drew Barrymore dropped out because she is standing with the sides of the writers. So yeah, right now we have a lot of content. We probably won't feel it right now, obviously, but it's going to be maybe 2 or 3 years where with the quality of the stories, we're going to see the quality of the stories of the stuff that we're watching right now. And I also, before I move on, to show you, like, it was in 2007. Remember in 2007 we had Heroes, and when the Writers Guild came back to work, Heroes suffered. It basically petered out. I was a big fan of that show until like the last 2 seasons. It was terrible, and they blamed the writers' strike in 2007 for this series taking a big giant shit. Oh, hey Ariana, thanks for commenting, guys. I hope you guys are doing well and not getting too drunk tonight. But yeah, let's see, what else am I watching. I'm watching this anime show, which I rarely watch anime shows. I'm watching The Rank of Kings, and it's a story about this main character. He's deaf, and he's deaf and dumb. He can't hear, he can't speak, and he's like this runt, and he's the older brother of. He's supposed to be the king, but he's such a runt, and it's almost like I was telling Alex and John. I'm like, this is almost like the House of Dragons or like Game of Thrones, but like for anime, but it's more like geared towards children a little bit or preteens, because it's kind of the same stuff where they like the younger son wants to be the king. He becomes king, but the the king died, and he wanted his oldest son, which is the runt, to become the king. And it's this whole family dynamic. And right now he's picking up all these abilities. The main character is picking up all these abilities on his journey with this spirit. And I like it. I like the adversity, all the challenges the main character is facing, and the main character's name is Boji. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cute. It's on Crunchyroll if you have that app or that streaming service actually, and it's streaming right now. But let's see what else. I missed you guys. I miss watching. Oh yeah, we miss you watching us too, buddy. We need to hang out soon. It's been too long, way too long. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Succession is going to end by the end of the month. The last episode is May 28th, and it's going to be a 90-minute episode. It's as long as a movie, but I don't want to give too much away. But a major character passed away this season, and it was very emotional when that happened. I was on the edge of my seat, and they're saying that Macaulay Culkin's brother, Kyle Culkin, Kern Culkin, can never pronounce his first name, but there's buzz that he's going to get nominated for like for for an Emmy because of his performance in the show, and it's really good. I think you guys should really check it out. Whoa, that fell down. Pay no attention. But yeah, it's Succession's ending this month, and there's 4 seasons. The fourth season is currently running right now, but it's definitely a binge worthy show. And I think you guys should check it out. The same with Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso's okay. We've been watching it, and I saw this. I read this article that said it feels like Ted Lasso, the main character Jason Sudeikis, he's using that show to vent about his real life, getting divorced with his wife, and there's like parallels with the show, and a lot of fans are not feeling this season because it really feels like Jason is venting his real life frustrations on Ted Lasso. So I totally agree. I want to see them play matches. That's what I want to watch. Kind of like the Mighty Ducks. They're kind of like an underdog team. And what else I've been watching? Well, I guess that's all I've been watching, guys. I think you guys should definitely let me know what you guys have been up to as to watching. What movies have you been checking out? What TV shows you've been watching, or even books? But you know what, guys? It was nice talking to you guys for a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys go. And remember, if you guys are watching right now, please like, follow, subscribe. Right now, we have our episodes on Spotify. If you want to listen to my past episodes, they're streaming right now on Spotify. Please follow. And the same with Facebook. Please share. Help us grow our community. So, well, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe. And yeah, I'll see you guys sometime next week. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good one.